This project is in Texas, Athens, Texas, on Cedar Lake, outside Dallas, 75 miles. They're making a berm to start the 16-foot high AquaDam. The dam's going to go across this cove and come out over here. The AquaDam is 600 feet long. And the project calls for digging this area out to make a cove so that homes will be on both sides of the cove. That's the AquaDam. That's going to be the berm. It needs to be at least 7 feet higher than the water level because the water depth's 9 feet. Supposedly. We don't know quite yet. One excavator is feeding the other excavator to make the berm. The AquaDam's going to start here and end up over here. Geez, they dug a huge hole here to get enough fill. Well, geez, it's got to be 15 feet down. Now we've got basically a 10-foot high berm. So we've got plenty of height to start the AquaDam. What's that?
Videoing or just snapping photos?
Well, both.
Oh, okay. I didn't want to step in the middle of it.
Well, you just go ahead. That'd be fine. Got the 3 6-inch pumps. The berm is completed. It's time to unload the AquaDam from the truck. We'll put that there until we need it, if we need it. We got to work our way around this hole here that they dug. Now we got to move it over to our berm. Now we got to lift it up higher to get it up above the berm. We've got a rope tied to the bottom here so that when we unroll the AquaDam over the bank, the end won't go with it. It's tied back to that tree. We've got the other side tied back to this tree. Now we're going to try and use the bucket instead of a rope to roll it. He's got to raise it up some. No. It's backing up. Whoa! Push on it, Jamie. The AquaDam is unrolled and we're starting to add water to it. We ran out of battery. The AquaDam rolled down the bank. Now we're adding water. We've got our hoses. We've tied the AquaDam back to the trees with these ropes. We've been pumping for about 20 minutes. Of course, the water's only a foot or two deep here, so it went real fast. Out in the middle of the lake is supposed to be 9 feet deep. Been pumping for about an hour and a half. You can see the stake right behind the guy standing on the AquaDam. The stake's right in the middle of the AquaDam. That's what we're aiming for. We're going to go past that stake, run right over the top of it, and then turn the AquaDam. Got 210 feet out. The water depth's approximately 6 feet. You just put a rope around the entire AquaDam roll by putting it around his feet and going around the log. I had to go all the way around that log to put a rope around it, which will be a tie point. Which will be a tie point.
That's not coming up over here
And they're tying ropes to be used as tie-off points. Yeah, these guys are tying off the ropes, those anchor ropes, which were tie points. And we're pulling that end back and holding it. We've shut off the water on that side, and we've got the water going on this side. And we pulled a lot of dam out because of that excavator with a rope over here to this side of the log.
Okay. Alright.
That goes right over to that excavator. Here we've made our initial turn in the AquaDam. That's our turn, so we can point the AquaDam towards shore there. You can see the bend in the AquaDam. Maybe that didn't show it. I'm too far away. Little Honda jet ski pushes on it and holds it while the want to go back in a straight line. But now we've got too much pressure on it in doing a corner, so it's never going back in a straight line. There's a white stake there on the bank. And that's what the middle of the AquaDam is supposed to hit. Got about 100 feet to go. We've got a rope tied to both corners of the log here, and this is going to spin the log, take all the pressure off the inside so we can adjust the AquaDam by 20 feet. Otherwise, it's the water pressure pushing off the ground, the bottom of the lake, and this will relieve that pressure. So possibly we can get 20 feet of extra slack that we need so we don't have to push dirt on this bank right here. With that, we have 50 feet left on the roll, so we aren't going to hit the white pole. We're dead set on hitting it, but we don't have enough length. We're going to miss it by about 5 feet, so we have to make a berm out of fill material. And so we stop the pumps from filling up the AquaDam, the last 50 feet, then plus the next 7-8 feet ahead until the berm's made. We've got a great long gradual curve to a 600 foot long, 16 foot high AquaDam. Looks great. We're going to build a berm out to it. We're just about a little bit too short. Make it a little wider so when it gets saturated with water, when the water gets deeper, there'll be a little extra there. We're simply digging it out of the bank in back of the excavators. It's taken form. We're still pumping into it. It's a couple inches higher than the lake level. the ropes that we use for pull ropes are too tight, and we're going to undo them there. That's why there's a little indention here in the side of the AquaDam. So we're going to undo the ropes. Those were set there so we'd have something to tie to pull the log around. This lake has many, many million-dollar homes along the shoreline. This is very one large house. It is a huge hole. We have the 16-foot high dam in, and we're going to back it up with an 8-foot high dam. This side of the 16-foot dam is leaking water. We're not exactly sure why it is, but we have to keep a pump on idle, and at idle is too much for it, and we have to shut it off now and then. Exactly what the ratio is, we're still working out, but the pump left on idle is too fast for the leak. But it's a 6-inch pump. 6-inch pump on idle's a lot of water. One 6-inch pump. There's only water going into one side. Excuse me. And it's this side that the water's going in. The other side apparently has no leak in it. Maintenance pumping will take care of this side. These pumps are pumping into this dam here. That's an 8-footer, 436 feet long, closed on each end. It'll take approximately 4 hours to fill up. Putting yellow buoys out. End of the roll, there's one roll left on the log, the beam that it came rolled up on, which is a log about 16 inches in diameter. Here's the berm. Here's the massive hole that the dirt came out of for the berm. It's huge because we couldn't hit the bank. Now we could have used the bank, but we're 20 feet short, so that made this hole to compensate for that 20 feet. We want to keep this 8-footer right alongside this one.
Go ahead, let her go.
There are 6 large earth-moving dump trucks off-road. They plan on moving at the job 230,000 cubic yards of sediment. He's going to fill in this hole. Can't quite see this very well. It's kind of dark. That big hole's all filled in now. Everything's going great. Six o'clock on a Monday night, and the 435-foot long 8-footer still pumping up. It'll probably get dark and there won't be any more pictures. There's one.
I don't care.
Somebody that wants to. All right. Here we are, day 3. We have the AquaDams. Both AquaDams are in. They're dewatering the work area. These are buoys. Marker buoys. They have a light inside of them, pretty neat, so that somebody at midnight won't run into the AquaDam out trying to catch a bass. Gradually going down. You can see the mud line. We have one 6-inch pump running to take this water down. It'll take a day. This is a spring line put across. We put a post in the ground on each side and then run a spring line across the top here. To that side. The string line comes right down here. And if the AquaDam isn't touching the string line, they need to add water. We've got one for this dam and one for the 8-foot high dam. Here's the string line for this one. AquaDam.net. The AquaDams fit like a glove here. See how the water is a different color than the lake water. We've contained all of the activity with the excavators, so all of the dirty water stays behind the isolated area. The wrinkles in this is because there's an added piece of material on the outside of the original AquaDam. This dam's been used several times before. Fits like a glove. Excellent. This dam will help support this dam. They've got buoys with lights in them called aqua lanterns. For nighttime visibility. All of this area has been dewatered, just brown mud. Water lines out to here, so the water's coming down quite fast. But we're leaving. We're going to take some later shots at a different time.